What's cracking, everyone? Welcome to the Should We Cover It show, featuring traders of all the games coming up this week. Unmute your microphones. We, the team at OPN, come together every Tuesday night at 9:30 p.m. US Eastern Time on Twitch. That's twitch.tv/OPNoobsOnline to let you fine folks in the chat room decide whether the PC-centric website should review, stream, or toss the titles at hand. I am your host, Fred, aka Essentialist, and I'd like to welcome to tonight's fancy panel the very well-informed Peter, the insightful Marcus, the intrepid Ernest, Chris Kellogg, Dalton, Nevesit, Steven, and Alucard. Welcome, everybody. Remember the voting code. Nevesit, do you have it underhand?
I believe I do, Fred. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Should We Do It show, brought to you by OPNoobs.com. PC gaming reviews brought to you by PC gamers. What we are looking for here tonight is Fred's going to throw out the name of a game, and I want a number poll 0 through 3. A 0 meaning we're just going to get rid of it and not even bother with it. A 1 to review it. That means our writers are going to take over from there. Give us a number 2 for the streaming department to pick it up, and a 3 if you want us to review it and stream it. Right card, it's in your face.
All right. Thank you for this, Nevesit. I think we're ready to get started without any further delay. Peter, I'm going to start the... Is everybody in front of YouTube? Does everybody have the trailers? Are you guys ready to hit play?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get the party started. Hit play. Peter, right at you for the first game.
All right, our first game is Coast Guard. Experience the lives of Coast Guard Officer Finn Astaire and his crew in Coast Guard. Take on responsibility under the motto honor, respect, duty, and pursue dangerous criminals on the wide open sea while you sit down on the quarterdeck instead of stand like the actual Navy does. Douchebags. This releases on 10/12/2015. And Marcus, what do you got on the developers?
So, first developers we have here are called Reality Twist, based out of Germany, Munich, Germany, actually. They're known for games like Fireworks Simulator, Ship Simulator, and of course, Coast Guard Simulator. So, looks like this is their thing.
All right. You got more than 15 exhilarating missions by day and night. Take your Coast Guard cruiser in all types of weather and leave your ship and investigate exciting crime scenes.
Okay. Seems interesting enough. Production level's pretty high. Anyone
So
has...
this is CSI on the water, is what I'm understanding.
I think it
It's
is...
not
like
applicable to
it.
real
It's
life.
like, why do we need to simulate everything in life? Like, being in the Coast Guard might be thrilling if you're in the Coast Guard, but it's kind of like the farming simulator. I'm not sure it needs to be.
And it's the poor man's Navy. You're not even getting the real Navy, which is pathetic to begin with. I mean, so...
True.
Hey now, as a Navy brat, I can say this is just as boring as being in the Navy.
You're not
I don't-
snuggling
that's
with
it,
other
but
men,
it-
so it really doesn't look like the Navy to me.
I mean, plus as a Navy,
All right.
you don't
Why
For-
would you get more seamen in the Navy?
We gotta move forward for the next game. We've got Worm Unlimited. Peter, what do you got?
Worm Unlimited is a full standalone version of the fantasy sandbox world Worm Online, the MMORPG where the players are in charge. A pioneer in the ideas of player influence, crafting, and adventure, it is now one of the most deep and feature-packed sandbox experiences available. Also coming out on October 21st. Marcus?
So, this adventure was created by Code Club AB, a team of 4 Swedish game developers dedicated to creating fantastic online experiences that take you to different places around fantasy worlds.
Anyone? Go
I
ahead.
mean, you can host your own virtual world, modify the terrain, wage war on other kingdoms, capture and breed animals from the environment, and mount various creatures.
I don't know.
I kind of like this, and I'll tell you why. I was a big fan of Pharaoh way back when, and if anybody remembers that game, fantastic. But it was a city building simulator, and it's kind of like Sim City. I kind of like the idea, but I don't know about the. I'd need to know more in order to really make a decision. I don't know about streaming it,
I
but
mean-
definitely reviewing it.
It seems similar to Darkfall Online, too.
Yeah,
right?
Wolf Time.
Kinda.
I mean, yeah.
The graphics are pretty rough, but I don't
there is
know. I mean,
permadeath.
it could be one of those games that's really deep and engrossing if you give it a chance. I don't know. Maybe I say
Yeah,
maybe
it's
we give it a 1.
pretty. It's pretty renowned on the first Worm game, so I mean, yeah, I say we at least review it. Go for it.
This game looks amazing. We should review it and stream it.
Exactly.
I'm not kidding. This looks amazing to me. Let's review it and stream it.
Okay, next game, Poker Petty Girls Battle Texas Hold'em.
Great
Are we
name.
gonna
I don't
keep
care.
doing these kinds of games, guys? I mean, Sakura Swim
I
Club
mean,
is bad
we
enough.
reviewed Sakura Swim
Come and play
Club,
at
so
the
we
Pretty
might as
Girls
well go the full
Casino.
measure, you know
Select
what I mean?
Peter,
anyone
from
like
16
poker?
attractive females for your poker battle featuring popular Texas Hold'em rules. Comes out on the 21st. Marcus, what do you got on Zoo Corporation?
Zoo Corporation, a Japanese company who develop and publish games like they've actually published some titles like Cities XL, Left 4 Dead, and they were established in 1986. So they do have a a good history here.
okay, the next game we've
Yeah,
gotta move forward. The next game is Distraint, and Distraint looks worthy of our time. Peter.
Distraint is a 2D psychological horror adventure game for PC. You step into the shoes of an ambitious young man named Price. In order to forge a partnership with a famous company, Price seizes a property of an elderly woman. In that very moment, he finds out the price of his humanity. Oh, that's terrible. 10/21, this also comes out. Marcus?
Very respectable. This game was made by one man named Jesse McConan, 26-year-old guy out of Finland, and he created his first game, Silence of Sleep, about a year ago, and this is his second title.
So this is the guy's first title, and it's just him as the dev. Really?
Second
Second title, I
Second
believe.
title.
Second title.
Go for it.
I
Dude,
give- I give
if
it a
one
3.
person is doing this, absolutely. I want to see what more he can do.
I'll say review.
I mean, considering we are in the age where Silent Hill no longer exists,
Did
rest
we
in
move?
peace,
Did we move to Knocked?
but still.
Yep, we're in.
Okay, we're on Knocked. Sorry, Peter. Go right ahead.
Top-down multiplayer survival horror game that blends arcade combat with RGB survival elements. You are a survivor of the apocalyptic purge that formed the desolate wasteland known as Noct. Marcus.
Created by C3SK, a pseudonym for Chris Eskins. The creator here is a Canadian gamer designer. He created it with a couple of friends here, Mark Chong and Robin Finnick. And they created it after their Kickstarter campaign, had some success, and they're making good strides here.
I don't know.
Scavenge
Yeah,
weapons.
this game looks bad.
It's a 0
Yeah.
for me. I totally agree with you.
I don't know.
I mean,
Might
the
as
only thing
well.
I give it, it has
I
a
think they should feel
soundtrack
bad.
from Nine Inch Nails' Robin Fink. That's it.
Sold. No,
Yeah.
seriously.
That's all it took.
Wow.
It looks like it grew people pretty hard.
All the money
You
they
probably
make
grief
goes
everybody.
to Trent
I think you should
Reznor.
do it.
All right, next game is called Voxel Blast. Voxel Blast, Peter.
A game where you control a spaceship traveling across complex 3D environments to fight enemies in cages set to trap them with you. This also comes out on the 22nd, just as Noct does. Marcus, what do you got?
Sebia Software Arts, a small game development studio located out of Costa Rica. They began operations in 2015. Voxel Blast and Project Suit are their two games they're working on right now.
I'm kind of impressed with what I see.
Seriously?
Especially for
Voxel,
First-
anything, I'm gonna have to
for-
pass.
yeah, for a
This looks
very
awesome. This
small
looks like
studio.
classic PC
Yeah.
shooters.
Yeah, it's like challenge mode, survival mode, arcade mode. They even have gamepad support and even some fight sticks.
It runs a
This
lot of
looks
audio
pretty
server
awesome
for some
to me.
reason. It looks like audio.
Yeah,
server.
It's beautiful. This kind of reminds me of like some kind of cross between like Star Fox and maybe I forget
Colony.
Are you guys all effing with me here?
Oh, wait a second, wait a second.
Because I'm looking at this thinking, no way, man, like 0.
Not everybody-
Everybody's like, this is the next best thing.
No, sincerely, this reminds me of Colony Wars, which I have wonderful, wonderful memories of on console.
Okay,
So
right.
I actually
Next.
appreciate this kind of thing.
It's
Alright, we're on the
this
next
is a
trailer, guys.
democracy.
That
Enough
game.
people that appreciate it.
Next game, oh, big one, Message Quest, big one. Please, Peter.
Message Quest is a tiny stained glass point-and-click adventure about laziness and her herald. Imagine yourself as the main hero's conscience, the one that must make him work when all he wants to do is sleep. Also coming out on the 22nd. Marcus, what do you got?
So this company of developers are known as Royal Troop. Originally a team of 6. They actually started adding on about 5-6 different developers and designers after that. They started in February 2014, and it's just a cast of different industry veterans making games.
Looks fun enough. I mean,
Come on.
Yeah,
proper.
A
Come
game
on.
where we have to make the protagonist work instead of sleep. I do that enough as it is.
Yeah, but I'm a sucker for decent artwork.
Yeah,
At least-
this looks like a nicely like well-made game. I think we should give one of
Pretty.
our Reds a shot at it. You know?
I have no problem saying this. My recent guilty pleasure was Honey Pop, so I kind of like the way this is going.
Well, this game actually
Right.
has a dialogue
Yeah.
system that allows you to control both characters in the conversation.
Oh, this actually allows
It's a little
to
different.
Might be the only system it has.
not have anime, so.
The next game is even bigger, and it's one I'm excited about. It's Warhammer End Times Vermintide, and I'm not sure I pronounced that right.
Vermintide
Peter.
is an epic co-op action combat adventure set in the end times of the iconic Warhammer fantasy world. Comes out on the 23rd. Marcus?
So this company is called Fat Shark. This company has been involved in subcontractors for several AAA titles, major platforms, and they've also published a few titles themselves for mobile, PC, and Mac consoles.
I just want to
So
play
is
this.
Fantasy Battle. Yeah, this is Fantasy Battle, so this looks good. After the disappointing release of the what was it?
This looks great.
It
Yeah,
looks
this
like
looks
a
a
lot
lot
of fun.
better.
It's
than
gonna be
the
fun
PS5.
to stream too. People will watch us play this game.
3.
Right?
Three.
This game looks badass.
Yep,
I
it's
have
gonna be
to
great.
admit, I'm a sucker for anything Warhammer and or BattleTech related, so I'm probably gonna want to see this no matter what, even if it
Warhammer
sucks.
games are great.
It's
I'm
gonna be
gonna
a
wanna
lot
see
of
it.
Bigger
fun with
Battle
friends.
Fantasy.
No doubt.
I might watch somebody play it, but I don't want nothing to do with it.
You don't want to play this type of game?
I just
Sounds
said
like fun
no.
with friends,
We'll
for
see.
sure.
next
Fair
game.
enough.
He likes.
Fair
Next
enough.
game.
Alright, moving on to the
Now,
next game. 200% mixed
Favorite game.
juice. 200% mixed juice, and this is actually this has history. So Peter, go right ahead. This has history.
200% mixed juice is the 10th anniversary game of Orange Juice,
See?
an old school RPG featuring a 200% mix of orange juice characters. That is hard to say. Comes out on the 23rd. Marcus?
So Orange Juice is actually a development company out of Japan. They've created Orange Juice 100 and Orange
See?
Juice 200%. Published by Fruit Factory, who exhibit Japanese titles like this, other games like War of Human Tanks and 99 Spirits. Yeah. that's all
I mean,
got.
how do you play this, Will?
I feel like I,
Google Translate has to be embedded
It
into
looks
it.
like some anime.
Is that a
Hero.
random battle?
Google Translate's got me
Game
going
random
hard.
battles.
Yeah.
Hero.
It's like the publisher tried, but
I
still
need to
exists.
drink. I need to drink an awesome amount of liquor for this game. I don't
That-
understand
ha-
what's going on.
I don't
Just about anything.
I don't
Anime,
understand how that
zero.
lands. I don't understand how that lands on Steam. Like how it's possible for a game like this to end up on Steam.
It's probably the
You
publisher.
know the
That's the
Japanese.
same thing I said about Sakura Swim Club.
Who comes up with this crap? That's it.
It's a green light.
I mean,
Steam Greenlight. We had this one.
How
in
are
the
we even gonna
indie
review a
one.
game that's not even in English? All right, why is it even in art? Why is it even a question?
Because it's all
That's
games.
because
We do
all
all
games,
games.
and we
That's
also
See,
have
the-
games.
Here's the
it's
thing.
at the heart of the show.
That's it.
but
Zero
here's the
anime.
thing about the game. I sincerely want to see this reviewed, and
Give
I'll
it a
tell
high
you
five
why.
for reviewing
Wow.
this.
Because it is just enough insanity that it will keep me interested. I will find out how to translate this just to play it.
Well, I think the trailer we have is different because the publisher translated
Just
the
like
entire
Stalker
game.
Shadow.
I think- I think we should have-
We
We should have a 24/7 stream of somebody who just gets drunk and plays the entire playthrough this game on
Dibs.
Twitch.
I've already talked about having
They slowly
frustration will
fade
be
into
real.
insanity.
Sounds
mean-
like a great human
Slowly fade
experiment
into
right there.
insanity.
I know this is terrible to say, but there are just some Japanese-based games that are just so fun. Even though I have no idea what's going on,
I
they're just
agree with
so
you.
enjoyable.
I think there's something to this game. I actually tend to agree with you. Like
And considering that our entire industry wouldn't exist if it weren't for that tiny little island over in the Far East.
isn't that true?
I am very
Just to
tempted
get free reign to
to
throw
see it.
whatever crap they like all over Steam. Is that it?
Sorry.
Please flood the
Yeah,
industry.
and
Let's
the
go.
anime was a mistake.
Watch all your crap.
Oh.
We'll review it. Nobody cares. It's Japanese.
Oh.
Go, go, go. Hit the
Next
target.
game,
Flash make
next
to the
game.
door. Sprint to the finish. That was good soap. I've seen better.
Oh god.
Oh, this one's even this one's even better. It's Divine Slice of Life. Peter.
Anime
Yep.
chicks. I mean, you can't really go wrong with that, right?
Fred, you'd have to
Assumed
start
all
paying me
of
to
a
play this
A
game.
seemingly
It's-
normal, if somewhat self-conscious young man whose life is turned upside down after a casual stroll through the local park. Now he has to deal with two mischievous demigods who insist he must marry one of them. This also comes out on the 23rd. Marcus, what do you got for us?
AGTilly.com is where this game was developed. It was a one-man team known for creating anime adventures.
Moving on to the next game.
Okay.
Okay, well, I guess Peter does not
Enemy
like
zero.
Auto Dealership Tycoon.
Oh man.
That looks real funky to me.
Auto Dealership Tycoon. Welcome to the Auto Dealership Tycoon. Own and operate your own car dealership. Watch your customer satisfaction rating. If it sinks too low, customers will stop coming. Special customers will visit your dealership on occasion. Sometimes a good thing, sometimes bad. 23rd, Marcus.
Dig Giddy, a small independent developer company created in 2010, known for making tycoon games and web browsers such as Lunch Tycoon and the one we're watching right now.
I loved this when it was Game Tycoon Dev. I prefer that. I don't know if I would really be interested in selling cars. If I really wanted to do that, I would go to a.
You don't want to
Yeah.
do it.
Next game, brother. Next game.
Next game is 100 Ways. Peter.
100 Ways is 100 tricky levels to solve 100 ways. The goal is to make the ball reach its goal. Sounds simple, but it's really not. Often reminds you of Marble Madness. Marcus?
All right, Sunlight Games, they were founded in 2008. They were transformed into a full-fledged company in 2013. Consists of experienced game designers led by veteran Marco Sawa.
I have a 0. This is iPad stuff.
And tutorial level.
I mean, I think
100 levels.
it looks like an iOS port.
I'm
So
s-
someone needs
It
to
does.
suffer.
It does.
Someone
it's
needs to
bad.
suffer for this. So I mean,
I'm a
let's do it.
sucker. I'm sorry. I'm a sucker
100
for.
ways.
I'm a
Which
sucker
you
for
can-
Marble Madness. I loved Marble Madness on the NES. I love this. I just love the
Chris
idea
agrees.
of a puzzle-based physics game.
Alright, next.
I gotta
At least
say
we're
yes.
Why not?
Absolutely.
Alright, RPG Maker MV. So I think this is it.
That's next
Yes,
coming
that's
up.
it.
I mean, do we have someone who's
Something like that.
someone can do this game?
I mean,
I've
is it a
I've done
game?
the other ones, man. Like I've got all the old RPG makers because
it a
the
game?
this is
it's
not
not.
the
You get to make your own RPG, but the thing is
Yeah.
that there's so much potential
So
for
it's-
some hilariousness in here, depending on the person who owns it. It's like any good weapon, you know. The hands you put it in, it really matters
Okay.
a lot.
Okay, we gotta get this to a good person. So let's review it.
Let's do it.
RPG Maker, definitely.
Sounds
So does that actually work, Ernest? Like people actually build their own RPGs and make money off of it?
And
Oh, yeah,
this
yeah,
version,
yeah, it
you
works
can port
very
it out to
well.
mobile. You can port it out all over the place. There's even failed Kickstarters, which are hilarious, that were based on, you know,
Wow.
I made my RPG in RPG Maker. Somebody
Yeah.
kickstart me. No, dude, you're done. You know that.
Right.
You don't need
Someone in
$12,000.
middle
Go
school tried
away.
to sell me an RPG they made.
The last
And
The
I was
last
like,
time-
I'm not gonna buy it.
the
Let's
last
make an OP
time
Noobs RPG. Let's do.
There we go.
the last
There we go.
the
Do it.
last time I played
make
an
it happen.
RPG
OP Noobs
Maker
RPG.
game
Crocodiles.
was actually the Columbine game, and before it
There you go.
became
Oh.
Hatred.
Super Columbine Master RPG. That was
I'm
me.
Yes.
actually,
I've heard of that.
I am a character in an
Yes.
RPG
Yes.
Maker
Super
game.
Because
called
Columbine
there
Last
was
Master,
such a
yeah,
degree
there
of
you go.
poignancy for the developer. I mean, the guy was trying to take a very unpopular view, but he also included everybody else's view. It was
But all
really,
that-
really crazy.
But all that being said, I love utilities like this because it is the way that people become developers.
Yeah.
This is the gateway for people that want to
Next
become
game.
indie developers.
Is
So
that
I love
Steven
this.
talking?
Yes, it is.
Okay, the next game is Chaos Reborn. Peter.
From the designer of the original award-winning XCOM game comes Chaos Reborn, a fast-paced, turn-based wizard combat game with an RPG twist. Blob your enemies with gooey blob, summon entire forests of shadow trees, or ride a manticore into battle. Be a wizard hero. Marcus?
All right, so this is Snapshot Games Incorporated. They were founded in 2013 by Julian Golapo and David Kay. The company's first title was Chaos Reborn, and sequel to the classic Chaos game, first published in 1985.
Alright. This, I don't know. This looks like a
I
turn-based.
think at least throw down a review. Yeah.
To me, it's a definite 3.
I mean,
Stream, review this. It looks
Looks
nice.
like it could be
It's
fun.
polished.
I don't know. Look
It had
realistically,
it had
right?
very
I mean,
positive
definitely
reviews.
let's review it.
I mean, the people who made XCOM are some of the. I mean, XCOM's
It looks like
really
it looks like they put work into it.
I'm a huge fan of XCOM, so
Yeah, obviously.
honestly,
so I trust them.
Yeah.
I'm
yeah,
a
this is gonna be
fanboy when it
great
comes
game,
to
I bet.
XCOM.
I wish we had a dibs rule still.
Dibs.
God.
Dibs to
Yeah,
Chris.
fine.
Go ahead,
They're
Chris.
called dibs.
This
Make
is-
your own dibs
It
rules.
seems like a game
is
that would come with trading cards.
This is so hard for me
Yeah.
because I, like Peter, am an actual whore for anything that is retro. So I am totally gonna support this. I love turn-based games.
No way.
End
It's
of
a,
story.
it's a pretty
Game
game.
looks bad.
You don't, it's pretty. I like the way it looks.
Who said that? That was Ernest.
Definitely.
Yeah,
That was Ernest.
Bad.
I gotta hate on it. I mean, seriously, look at this.
It's
Ernest,
it's
I
a
am
really
not gonna
bad
put this
trailer.
on the writing department. I'm not gonna put this on anyone.
It's not a good
Right.
trailer.
You guys got
Negative
enough of a load
offer.
over there.
Right.
You do
It's
a great
not-
job at
Yeah.
it.
It's not a game that should be streamed, but it is something that I would love
way.
to see reviewed. Definitely.
Next game.
Sorry, Ernest.
No, it's all good. I'll do it. I don't care.
All right, let's see it.
It's just like the most realistic graphics. Sorry.
Outpost 13 is a point-and-click adventure strategy game where you, a monster, must escape an icy planet by strategically killing off crew members while maintaining your cover as Fen, the crew's pet dog. Play smart, and you might just make it off-world alive. Marcus?
All right, so Cantina Games and Entertainment, developed and published by the same company. They're an independent multimedia entertainment company based out of the Republic of Texas.
That brave
The
man.
Republic-
It looks
I just
neat
realized what I
enough.
was posting. There's
It
just
looks
7
unique.
vertical balls out. Fred, that's what you sent me.
I said
I
0.
kind- As someone that actually lived in Texas for a number of years and actually went to school in Texas, I love the
Let's
fact that
see,
you referred to it as the Republic of Texas.
It is.
I was born in Texas.
But
Out for the
I'm
good
sorry.
This
But-
game looks interesting.
Never
Ooh, is
lived.
this the new Star
this-
Wars coming up?
Yep.
This reminds me a
Everyone
lot of
shh.
Maniac Mansion. I'm not sure why.
Okay. This is a big one. Next,
Moment of truth.
Star Wars: The Old Republic, Knights of the Fallen
Trailer
Empire.
last night.
It's old. 2.
Yep.
Love this game.
Love Peter.
In the expansion, players awake
Go
from
for it,
Carbonite
yeah.
5 years after the galaxy has fallen to the Eternal Empire. With the Republic and the Sith Empire having all but collapsed, you must gather new and old companions and take the fight to the Eternal Empire as an Outlander. Coming out on the 27th from BioWare. Marcus, what do you got?
It's BioWare. I guess we all know them as a good company for making storytelling games.
That's a
It
good
should
one.
be a good one. So, as long as the story can keep up, I think it should be good.
Kids with lightsabers. That's great.
Man, I still have my account.
If you're gonna poke your eye out with that
It looks
thing,
amazing.
I'll jump on if you all jump on with me.
Oh,
we'll
cinematic
do
is
it.
awesome.
We'll do it.
This MMO is a great Neverwinter clone.
Yeah.
I-
Great
Dot,
Star
dot,
Wars
dot.
Jedi
It's
Academy.
a great Neverwinter
Clone.
clone.
And never
I
would
have-
have with full voice casting.
It's an amazing Neverwinter clone with full voice casting, and that's the only argument I ever
I
give.
actually- I have
Voice
no
casting
shame.
does not a game make.
Yeah.
I have no
And
shame
Star
in
Wars
admitting this.
50%.
I still have a subscription to this, and I love the game. Every chance I get to log in, it's fun to me because this is
Log in if Galaxy's
KOTOR.
still around.
This is KOTOR
Yeah.
3, as far as I'm concerned. Especially if you're playing as the
Now that it
Imperial
went free to
agent.
play.
Yes, especially as it went free to play.
That
But
makes
it's
sense.
still fun, as far as I'm concerned. So
Do all of those
Any-
count? All
yeah,
those
and
keys?
But how
Any
is the
time-
combat? Is everything RPG in this game strictly?
It's an
Or is it-
MMORPG.
Is it
Yeah,
kind of like
yeah.
Skyrim?
It's RPG.
Have you ever
it's
played
an MMO.
Neverwinter? Because
This
it's
is an
exactly
RPG?
like
I
that.
played it, so it's
Yeah.
RPG straight, like turn
Yeah.
based.
I knew I wanted to play it even. There we go.
Okay.
Oh
It's
no, not
three.
turn based.
It's a
It's like
3.
a theme park MMO.
So is it
kinda
like
WoW,
galaxies kind of? Is
but
that
more
how
story.
It's a little more like Galaxies and or World of Warcraft, but
Yeah.
still
Yeah.
very Neverwinter.
Yeah.
So they're trying to remake Galaxies. Okay.
No.
Very
Old
few
Republic.
parts.
You never heard
You
never
can't
heard of
remake
this game?
Galaxies.
I'm down for it. I've only played one
If they
Star
wanted to
Wars
try,
game, and
though.
it was pretty badass. And when
To
I
be-
saw this one, I
Outcast.
want to play this. I do. I
To
want
Sure,
to.
it looks
It's
sweet, but
pretty
you know
To
what? I'm
be-
much more excited about Battlefront than I am about this.
Oh yeah, and I think
No,
I
like
think most
WoW.
people
No, no,
are.
no.
If you liked WoW, you
Everybody
To be,
is.
to,
Any
to be
Star
totally legitimate about this game, Old Republic is essentially WoW with a Star Wars skin. You're not gonna feel any difference. But
Yeah.
at the same time, the absolute
Except you can
best
actually have fun.
storyline I've ever played in any MMO has been the Imperial Agent. It is
True.
absolutely enjoyable from start to finish.
Smuggler
and-
is pretty good too.
It is totally worth paying $15 a month.
It's a button
Because-
pusher, and I want to
Look,
play it.
I'm willing to believe
is a
that
button
you are willing
pusher.
to pay $15
But
a
it
month,
is-
so we should
I love
review
it. Button pushers are
This is
relaxing.
true. But I was also suckered into paying for Arkham Knight, so there's that as well.
I didn't have
They're not gonna do that
This
to
is
you.
their
They
first
won't do that
expansion,
to you.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
they,
gonna put
yeah.
Arkham Knight on you.
What'd you pay for Batman Arkham Knight for?
I actually
Bad
paid
mistake.
simply because I'm an absolute fanboy of the Scarecrow, and unfortunately he was reduced to a diehard villain, but it was still enjoyable. But
Oh,
that
God,
being
that reminds
said,
I only played that
That
game to
being said-
90%. I gotta go back and finish that. You just
I
reminded me I
actually-
gotta finish that game.
Yeah, I played that game
I
too.
actually
Too. I
enjoy
didn't finish
every-
either. That's really funny. It's like the exact same thing I did. I got this close. I played
No-
35 hours in 6 days for that review.
but no lie, Old Republic is actually very fun. I'm a fan of BioWare. I love everything that they do.
This is the first expansion, right?
Yeah.
This is the first one?
I feel like I've seen the whole movie.
Yeah,
You have.
pretty much.
No.
That's all you need to
Oh,
know.
Still-
it's
Alright.
Final.
Next.
For
trailer.
Battlefront
Trying to
was
take out
awesome.
Blizzard.
I mean, come on. No.
No,
Nobody. Why?
I don't think so.
Ah.
Simple.
All right, our last game of the night is Albert and Otto. It's a story about a boy and his abducted sister's magical bunny. They embark on a journey to find her, overcoming murderous beasts and lethal puzzles by working together. Although Albert and Otto at first seems like a journey to save the damsel in distress, it is anything but. Coming out on the 6th of November, which I don't know why it's in our list this week. But Marcus, what's going on with this game?
Cape Rose Entertainment. They were based out of Cape Town, South Africa. Founded in January 1st, 2014, and created by Nikolai Kostic. Nikolai.
It looks very pretty.
I don't know what to feel
It
about
kind of
this.
reminds me of
game.
it reminds me of Limbo. It reminds me a lot of
Yeah.
Limbo, but that's not necessarily a bad thing at all. So I mean,
It was unique when you first played it.
let's review it.
Yeah, we should
I'm-
review this. This looks nice.
Yeah, I
I'm
think so.
I'm cautiously optimistic because I'm a big fan of good, solid art direction, but I don't know where it's going to go beyond that. I'm very hesitant.
Yeah,
but
it's
I
like that.
would-
It's like that PS Vita game
Well, it
that
has
came
an
out. I
ending.
forget the name. It came out on PlayStation actually. You know, it came out last year. It's an indie game. It's this little girl who like jumps around in fancy backgrounds, and it all looks like a painting.
Ori and the Black
Lego?
Heart.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
Oh, that game is great. I love
was-
it.
We're getting a lot
This
of
is a
ones for a
great game,
review
too.
here.
Yeah.
I am
I agree.
seriously hesitant. I know, Fred, you're biased because of your design
Close-mindedness.
background, but I love games that are well crafted. I love games that are pretty.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I'm superficial.
I
But at the
eagerly
same
await the
time-
day that this sort of silhouette artwork is regarded with the same kind of reverence that we give sepia filters.
The
I
truth
can't.
of the
Yeah,
matter
I
is-
can, he's kind of right, bro.
Hilarious.
I kind of
And
agree with
Wednesday.
Ernest.
It's
Like,
totally a legit
Yeah.
MMO.
It
Wanna
seems
sell
like it
some
would be a bit
copies?
sinister.
in my opinion, there are so many great games that are passed over because they look pretty, but they don't have as much in the way of mechanics. I sincerely want to find out what this game can do.
Also,
I mean,
asking a
because-
practical level
Dear
too, do
Esther
we
is
have enough
garbage because it
aesthetically,
looks
that's-
pretty, but
Looks
it's
like
not
a
a game.
platformer.
Aesthetically,
Yeah.
though, that's the approach of the director that's making the game, though.
Yeah,
I
and-
think it's worth
If
a
he can
shot.
put in solid elements, he might as well.
Give it a 1.
So
Well,
one.
and
Sure.
do
We
have enough
give it
games
the
in game
benefit of a
to
doubt.
I think we should consider keeping a few more that we might not normally.
Yeah,
keep.
we don't have a lot of games, and even last week was pretty poor.
Yeah, see, that's the
it's,
thing. I worry that we don't have enough games, and so we shouldn't arbitrarily cut them. We've got plenty of writers that will take these games.
I'm looking
as
at
well.
you, Steam Greenlight.
I agree
Look
with
at
that
you with the
statement.
eyes.
Yeah.
And that's what
Yeah.
I was thinking about too. We
Maybe
have
we
a
should get
lot of
better
great writers
games.
now. We got some good writers, so I mean, why wouldn't they want to write about something, right?
Let's
Isn't
see,
that why you
what's-
guys are here?
With 200%
funny-
orange juice or something bad.
What's funny about that is that even the strangest game can be absolutely enjoyable. Even though I'm not part of the writing department anymore, thank God for that small miracle. It all comes down to, is
No
it
comment.
enjoyable? Is it enjoyable?
Yeah,
That's the basic fundamental what's the word I'm looking for? Cornerstone of a good game. It has to be enjoyable. It could be pretty as hell, but it has to be fun.
yeah, but some
I
games
think
are
that's
worth
something
giving.
that-
Yeah, but some games you can tell if they're fun or not. past the trailer. You need a lot more than a trailer. So I think
Yeah, that's about
when you're basing your
You gotta
opinion
kinda
off
dig
of a
into it.
trailer, you're just gonna look at the game and say, is this worth a shot? And then
But even-
whether it's good or
even
not
the-
gets decided during the reviewing process.
But
And
even the
relative approach to how
ugliest,
you play games.
even the ugliest game in the world can be fun. I mean, I have no offense toward Nintendo, and I'm going to vet toward consoles, but Nintendo was 8-bit, but the majority of the games that I have enjoyed, and Brandar can probably back me up on this, the ugliest games in the world were the most fun because they had more of a focus on gameplay as opposed to pretty graphics.
I like my
I love my
graphics.
2600.
I like my graphics. But we're gonna close the show for tonight, guys. Thank you very much, everyone, for participating. We do this every Tuesday night, 9:30 p.m. US Eastern Time. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Thanks to the chat, the few people in the chat room who voted for us. Come back next week. We're enjoying doing this, and we're gonna do it some more. Have a good night, everyone.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for
Thank you
coming.
for-
That was
Thank you
way
for-
better than last time.
Yeah.